Good afternoon and welcome to the Spring 2021 Commencement exercises at Augusta University. Will you please stand for the processional?
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to convene the Augusta University 2021 Commencement Ceremony and to extend my sincerest welcome to family and friends, both here with us or watching online, and most importantly, to our graduates for your event. This is a day filled with happiness, pride, and in some cases relief, and we are honored to celebrate it with you. I also take this opportunity to acknowledge the responsibility of the deans and faculty of each college that they provide in the success of our students. Their contributions truly make a significant difference. In addition, I'm privileged to share the platform today with members of the university's leadership and the elected faculty officer of the university's Senate, who together play an essential role in the shared governance of our institution. Well, it is now my privilege and special pleasure to introduce the individual who is first and foremost amongst that leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished alumnus of both of our legacy institutions and the inaugural president of Augusta University, Dr. Brooks Keel.
Good afternoon, Jaguar Nation. What a pleasure it is to be gathered with you, friends and family, and our graduates to celebrate the Spring 2021 Commencement of Augusta University. At this time, Courtney Barrett, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Music degree, will now lead us in the singing of the National Anthem. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors, the National Anthem, and the Invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were glad, the bombs bursting in
Good afternoon. Some of us have had the wonderful experience of listening to that twice and having our hearts so moved and filled with joy. And seeing all of you fills my heart greatly. Thank you for this day in which we gather. I'll be offering an invocation for us. I'm mindful that we have come from many paths, many journeys to this moment. And we bring with that our own traditions and our own understanding of life. Would you offer your own words of invocation in your heart as I offer them for us in this moment? Pause with me if you might. And gracious one who has given us this day, our hearts are so warmed by the sun and we're enlightened by what we see and what we feel. We're grateful for days. Today is indeed a wonderful day as we gather in this park to celebrate these achievements. In so many ways, it's much more than a commencement. It's a day of celebrating resilience, the resilience of students, of faculty, of family, and all who have endured and persevered these months. We've learned much about ourselves and much about our world. Now give us grace and wisdom to take these understandings and move them forward. Life is indeed a precious gift. We're mindful there are some who are not with us this year. May you grant us peace in our hearts and comfort as we remember them, knowing they in many ways made this day possible. May we be people filled with grace and love for our neighbors, comfort for the hurting, and may we be inspired to create whatever our soul can possibly imagine. Let us be mindful of this and seek a day to live in such a commitment. Grant wisdom to the leaders of this great university as they guide us in the tomorrows with great confidence and with great purpose. So we are indeed grateful for all the possibilities a day like today represents. May our minds continue to explore and discover. But above all, may this be a place of love, for when we truly ask ourselves who has cared for us in the greatest manner, it is those who walk their journey with us, never in judgment, but in kindness and in love. Hear our prayer, we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Honored graduates, families, friends, and other distinguished guests, it's my privilege and pleasure on behalf of the faculty to welcome you to the graduation exercises of Augusta University. At this time, we'd like to express our appreciation to Ms. Courtney Barrett and the Jaguar Battalion Color Guard for the important contributions they have made in these graduation exercises. Would you join me in thanking them once again, please? I'd also like to acknowledge the faculty of Augusta University at this time who are the heart and soul of a university, especially this university. We have representatives sitting over here. Would you please stand and let us also thank you for what you do? You're the reason these graduates are here today. Thank you. During the life of a university administrator, commencement is without a doubt the most important and most enjoyable day of the academic calendar. It is a time for us to recognize the many accomplishments of our Augusta University graduates. These achievements extend far beyond the classroom and are acknowledged by much more than mere passing grades. Each of these graduates has a different story to tell, and their successes are as individual as they are unique. In addition to recognizing these many accomplishments, we are also gathered here to celebrate. We celebrate not the end of our graduates' college experience, but rather we mark the beginning of the rest of their lives. After all, today is called Commencement for a reason. To say that these past 9 months have been challenging would be the understatement of the century. Yet you have all endured, and in fact, you have all flourished. You have adapted to numerous and constantly varying protocols and procedures, yet you have all done so without complaint and with a spirit that epitomizes the very best of what Jaguar Nation really means. You have faced the headwinds of change unflinchingly, and you have successfully sailed through the coronavirus storm with your head held high and your eyes set towards the future. Augusta University has prepared you well, not only academically, but also socially, mentally, and spiritually as well. You have made us all very proud, and you have served as an example to the rest of us of how to successfully manage a crisis. So while today we are just still a little bit socially distanced, on behalf of all Augusta University, I sincerely hope that this ceremony will provide you and your families and friends the recognition that you have so rightly earned and the celebration that you have so richly deserved. Thank you very much, and go Jags! Our Student Government Association conducted a selection process among the graduating students to identify a student speaker for today's ceremony. Dorothy Alangaway, who graduates today with a Bachelor of Science degree with a major in psychology, was selected by her peers to bring greetings on behalf of the 2021 graduating class. Please join me in welcoming Dorothy Alangaway.
Good afternoon, family, faculty, and friends. Thank you for being here today expressing your continued support. Every one of you has made an impact on the graduates who sit here today. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. I am honored to have been selected as our commencement speaker for this ceremony. Before continuing any further, I would like to also thank my loving family for always being a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and the overall best support system throughout this journey. It's amazing how much we've all changed over the years. I would have never guessed that I would have the courage to stand up here today speaking and representing my entire graduating class. I am honestly still amazed. As students at Augusta University, we've been challenged, pushed, and given many opportunities to explore our interests. Becoming a peer health educator was the student leadership opportunity that challenged and pushed me the most. As a freshman on campus, I kept my head down, went to class, studied hard, and had occasional fun with the few friends that I'd already known. Once I accepted the peer health educator position, this all changed. As a peer educator, I was exposed to everything our campus had to offer, such as access to the free and confidential counseling sessions, access to the peer coaches in the Academic Success Center who assisted me with my time management skills, the many student-led organizations here on campus, and the opportunity to participate in group fitness classes with our campus recreation center. With this position, I was also forced to interact and engage in meaningful conversations with my peers about our holistic well-being in classroom-style settings and informational tabling settings. From all of this exposure, I learned that I was not genuinely happy in my previous career path. During the process of overcoming doubt and confusion, I chose to self-reflect. With this change, I found my coursework more enjoyable, and in turn, I was more successful. After graduation, I plan to use these experiences as I pursue my master's in counselor education. Every one of us graduating today has a story and has also traveled successfully through our own unique and remarkable journey. Resulting in today meaning something different to us all. For some, it's a day solely for reflection. Reflection of the time we've shared here along our journey at Augusta University. We are reflecting on the amount of growth and self-discovery we have all encountered. For some of us, it means looking ahead. Soon we'll be starting our entry-level jobs, welcoming us into our careers, while others will be furthering our education. Let's all take a moment to pause and reflect on our time here at Augusta University. Think about the fun times you've encountered, but also remember the hardships you've endured. As we go forth from this memorable and meaningful day, I challenge you to never forget those memories you've made here at Augusta University. Never forget the times where you were challenged or the times you felt your efforts weren't good enough. Yet you persisted because you knew there was a personal goal you had to accomplish. Don't forget to take a moment to pause and really enjoy. But use the memories of those times where you persevered and you felt great. Use those same efforts to continue to drive you from this day forward. Graduates, our educational foundation is strong, and we are armed with various skills and knowledge attained through Augusta University. I would like to leave you with a quote by Maya Angelou. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it. Congratulations, graduates. We did it.
Thank you very much. The John F. Beard Award is awarded annually and was established by the William Porter, Billy Payne, and his wife Martha in memory of Mrs. Payne's father, who died of cancer in 1997. The award honors President Emeritus Francis J. Tedesco and Mr. Beard's physician, Dr. Mark F. Williams, a 1988 graduate of the Medical College of Georgia, who treated Mr. Beard during his hospitalization at AU Health. The $40,000 award is given to a graduating Augusta University student who exemplifies caring and compassion in healthcare. Nominees for this award are submitted to the University Senate, and a composite plaque listing the past recipients moves around campus and is housed in the college of that year's recipient. This year's award recipient exemplifies the qualities that demonstrate the hallmarks of the award: caring and compassion in healthcare. A fellow classmate wrote, and I quote, "A compassionate healthcare worker strives to do right by her patients, expressing passionate curiosity and enthusiasm for learning and serving, as well as the humility to seek help when needed. She is an inherent leader and encouraged me and others to hold ourselves to high standards. Her dedication to learning is always rooted in practical applications to be the best care provider for her patients." An overarching theme throughout this student's recommendations and resume is the absolute dedication to service and providing for others. Some examples of this selfless attitude include shampooing and braiding the hair of a blind patient upon learning that the patient's daughter would be visiting, serving as a mentor for newly admitted students at Augusta University, and volunteering for the Ronald McDonald House Charities and AU research efforts. One specific act of service was mentioned in every single nomination submitted on behalf of this student. That was the founding of the Resources for the At-Risk organization. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the student saw the need for PPE among at-risk community members. Her vision and initiative soon grew to include 9 other students all over the CSRA. Through hard work, community outreach, and the building of partnerships around the CSRA, Resources for the At-Risk delivered 130 care packages to at-risk members of the public and medical providers. The student's associate dean summarizes the incredible work as follows, and I quote, "Sometimes it is easy to see something that is not necessarily going right, but it is so much harder to figure out what should be done about it and act. The Augusta community, Augusta University, and the college was very fortunate to have a caring and compassionate student who had a calling, a personal connection, and a vision, and implemented it. For all these reasons and many more, it is my distinct honor to officially recognize Brittany Bledsoe from the College of Nursing as this year's recipient of the John F. Beard Award. Ms. Bledsoe, would you please come forward?" And now it is my pleasure to recognize Dr. Neil McKinnon, Augusta University's Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost.
All right, well, thank you, President Keel. And now, it's the time for the part that you've been waiting for, the presentation of the candidates for graduation. In order that all graduates' names may be heard, we do ask that you please withhold your applause until the final name is called. But today is not a funeral, it's a celebration. So if your family or friends here supporting a graduate, feel free to cheer, yell, dance, whatever you want to do to celebrate the moment. We certainly encourage that. As a display of respect for all graduates and as a courtesy to others, we do request that members of the audience remain here, though, through the entire ceremony. President Keel will refer degrees after all candidates for graduation have been presented. All right, well, let's get this show started. And I would ask that please, will the degree candidates from the graduate school please stand and come forward. The graduate school, led by interim dean Jennifer Sullivan, was established in 1965 to educate scientists who endeavor to better understand our bodies and minds and who seek to discover the genesis of disease and its cure. Today, the graduate school at Augusta University trains graduate students in all of the university's colleges who seek to raise the bar in their professions by pursuing advanced degrees. And now, Mr. President, the degree candidates from the graduate school.
Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Mackenzie Lee Hagan. Dissertation title, The Role of SPTBN1 in Osteocyte Mechanosensation and Downstream Bone Adaptation.
Samantha Zabrowski, Doctor of Nursing Practice, College of Nursing. Dr. Corey May Thornton, Doctor of Nursing Practice. Dr. Karina Williams. Dr. Brittany Alexis Scruggs. Dr. Ariano Trujillo Ortega. Dr. Jessica Lane Clark. Dr. Mallory Mayers Montes. Dr. Dakota Lee Tucker. Dr. Margaret Kimball Husband. Dr. Corey Randall Zeller. Dr. Malika Awan Mathis. Dr. Nicole Renicki Powell. Dr. Sarah Alexandra Lever. Dr. Susan V. Nicosia. Dr. Megan Reed Lord. Dr. Nicholas James Leaf. Dr. Kaylee Bibb Clark. Dr. Daniel Wright. Dr. Jessica Kelly. Dr. Courtney Nicole Davis. Dr. Kimberly Emma May. Dr. Cameron Autry. Dr. Crystal Ryan. Dr. Rebecca Lynn White. Dr. Rosalind Witten. Dr. Elizabeth Bowman. Dr. Rebecca Wanjero Thiongo. Dr. Tyresha Adrienne Goins Hubbard. Dr. Ashley McCarthy. Dr. Holly Lynn Brown. Dr. Brianna L. Sample. Dr. Young Jung Kwan. Dr. Bajori Shonda. Dr. Annalisa Prunier. Dr. Nanette L. Spencer.
Will the degree candidates from the Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences please stand and come forward? So while Pamplin students are coming up, for those of you with a nursing degree, a bachelor's, we're just building your suspense, okay? So we will come back to you, don't worry. Ready? So the Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, led by Dean Kim Davies, provides students with strong foundations in liberal arts and social sciences, as well as preparation for careers, citizenship, and a lifelong love of learning. The college is committed to creating opportunities for intellectual growth, community involvement, and development of an academic community, which models humane values and respects human diversity. And now, President Keel, I present the degree candidates from the Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences.
Hassan Tucker. Felicia Faith Moore. Kenny Osorio. Madison Amanda Brooks. Candy Murphy. Matthew David Bray. Ladarius Jamal Scott. Lorenzo Rogers II. Sydney Page Hillman. Caroline Thompson Thomas. Honori Vashon Herbert Jr. Jacqueline Nicole Rigido. Lexi Alyssa Mosley. Madison L. Powarski. David S. Park. Jessica Nicole Wilkinson. Michael Thomas Burmeister. Raquela Rayford. Hunter James Kimball. Afua Adu Wusu. Ashton Tiedemann. Kara Kathleen Doran. James Michael Latta. Scott Daniel Killebrew. Jasmine Lola Nicole Holiday. Ariana Harmon Thompson. Cassidy Camille Farrer. Devon Nicole Saltman. Luke Calabria Russell. Mian Deanna Coretti. Haley Marie Knight.
Jessica Cameron Flitter. Autumn Starling. Earl Canny Jr. Beth A. Caldwell. Quinaja T. Battle. Olivia Victoria Loudon. Courtney Bartlett. Zaria Nicole West. Lauren Stacy. Princess Ariali Ansa. Ricky Justin Alexander New. Kimberly Ann Vickers. Christina Marie Wells. Jonathan Thomas Crozier. Abigail Lee Van Alstyne. Grant Clayton Plunkett. Connor Ryan Morningstar. Fadia L. Ramnarine. Karen Hanief Atkinson. Serenity Gabrielle Griffin. Hope Marie Price. Rain Mirzine. Jasmine Paulina. Catherine Eileen Laracy. Rachel Louise Beal. Casalin Kiana Sneed. Jeremiah Hastings. David Tyler Milford. Sean Tyrone Moss. Ansley D. Simmons. Madeline Bergen. Diana M. Stubblefield. Lindsay Renee Shipe. Samantha Woodcock. Summer Moy. Breeze L. Martinez. Victoria Lee Hinson. Patricia Leonor Bustinza Rojas. Jessica Marie Bolduc. Teresa Nicole Calloway. River F. Gracie. Jenna Ingalls. Kiara L. Felton. Matthew L. Bigelow. Emmeline Noel Ellis. James Aaron Snow. Randall P. Keene. Destin Armand Hudson. Alexis Marissa Williams. Richard James Dancy. Britton Lee Hill. Kelsey Robinson. Mary Frances Bissell. Shelby Linnell Stevens. Deslon R. Scott. Osikpimi Peace Utsalo. John Micah Law. Isabel Jasenia Miller. Antonio Gracie. Samantha Frazao Nachi. Jasmine L. Calhoun. Shikoria Remisha Bird. Ayana Waukesha Rozier. Susie Sigourney Nova. Faith Nicole Robinson. Ellen Noel.
All right, well, sometimes in life you just have to stop and laugh, and this is one of those times. I'm going to ask, will the degree graduates from the College of Nursing who have not already been on stage, please stand and come forward. Since 1943, the AU College of Nursing programs, currently led by Dean Tanya Sudia, have graduated outstanding new nurses and nurses with advanced degrees to meet the growing need for nursing care, research, education, and healthcare leadership in dynamic, complex, and changing environments. A trendsetter across the state, nation, and beyond, it is the first public nursing college in Georgia and the University System of Georgia's flagship nursing program. And now, Mr. President, I present to you the rest of the College of Nursing degree candidates.
Molly Catherine Bracknell, Master of Science in Nursing. Lauren Parkinson, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Juanisha Monet Robbins. Kirsten Michelle Pettis. Jada Simone Dumas. Bethany Lee Logue. Paige Amanda Murphy. Ashley Ankebacher. Raymond Dalton Carr. Olivia Glover. Morgan Summer Hooper. Bailey Madison Bells. Miranda Alexis Alex. Graceland Rayleigh Askew. Devin Juliette Lowry. Bailey Suzanne Casey. Mary Caroline Rudder. Sarah Catherine Pennell. Madison Brooke Hutchinson. Alyssa Ann Broadwater. Kelsey Lord. Lillian Corna. Lauren Nicole Sill. Ashlyn Irene Ellis. Ellis Rivas. Mackenzie Miller. Brooke Vazari Stevenson. Rachel Aquano. Nicole Salazar. Chloe Marie Preziosi. Delane Barnes. Jessica Claire Martin. Abby Grace Hill. Kyler Mason. Timothy Edward Gray. Lydia Brooks Hunt. Shanitra Cochran. Alyssa Ricks, Hannah G. Lee, Chelsea K. Harrison, Megan Elizabeth Dowdy, Hannah Caroline Mathis, Laurie C. Lott, Brittany Sierra Ruiz, Elizabeth Ann Pascal, Summer Rain Fountain, Kaylee Vining, Rachel Catherine Clark, Catherine Wages, Alexis Nicole Bell, Caroline Elizabeth Easterbrooks, Elizabeth Cummings, Chelsea Clark, Kai Emily Blankenship, Mary Browning, Alyssa Elizabeth Compula, Ashley Ballard, Sarah Farr, Haley Joanna Gaines, Shannon Mackenzie McBride, Charles Trevor Toms, Jason Logan Webb, Justin Lee Rock, Aaron Breitbart, Courtney Brom, Shaylin Kearns, Abby Elizabeth Clegg, Mariah Israel, Julia Hope Remington, Andrea Tullock, Ika Woodson, Andrew Henderson, Logan Humphreys Wall, Rashawn Macario Brown, Sydney Slaughter, Anna Jeanette Cross, Ashley Camille Davis, Christopher Mers Link, Kelly Lynn Lambert, Megan Brianna Davenport, Natalie Sonette Harrington. Allison Elizabeth Daughtery. Kimberly McClintock. Alexandria Nicole Walker. Miranda French. Courtney Higgins. Lauren Taylor Danforth. Shay Catherine O'Farrell. Nathaniel Mitchell. David Gordon Griffin. Nicholas Trousseau. Morgan Rose Carson. Mary Grace Ferris. Mary Maybelle Schuessler. Cortland Meyer. Emma Deacle Mutimer. Jenna Marie Adams. Taylor Willard. Paige Contino. Kathleen Claire Purvis. Amy Patricia Spillers. Rachel Elizabeth Benner. William Michael Thompson. Alyssa Martin. Abby Lynn Johnson. Sydney Brooke Driver. Hannah Carter. Shayla Nobles. Michaela Giovanna Haddon. Charlotte Lee Parrott. Tithi Patel. Asia Renee Council. Tamia Carolyn Turner. Alexandria Bethune. Adeline Seaforth. Alexis Pop. Bradley Connor Allen. Margie Cutter. Nicole Masaki Michael. Isaiah Casey. Suzuki Tucker. Cody Blankenship. Haley Ashton Fitzgerald. Catherine Lynn Belzer. Madison Taylor Jackson. Jasmine Jenkins. At this time, we would like to recognize the Nettles family, who will receive the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree for Casey Nettles. This degree is awarded posthumous for Casey.
At this time, will the degree candidates for the College of Science and Mathematics please stand and come forward? The College of Science and Mathematics, led by Dean John Sutherland, provides students with strong foundations in the sciences, as well as preparation for careers, citizenships, and a lifelong love of learning. The college is committed to promoting scientific inquiry and discovery, and to creating opportunities for intellectual growth and community involvement. And now, Mr. President, I'd like to present the degree candidates from the College of Science and Mathematics.
Manderly Racinos. Alexis Beaver. Kaylee Manning. Hayat Dergaga. Maxwell Recht. Ryan Freericks. Ashley Howell. Claire Harmon. Dorothy Ilongwe. Helena Blackburn. Jared Moore. Sarah Lee. Lindsay South. Theron Powell. Lauren Ingalls. Jaimini Patel. Marissa Skinner. Taejung Park. Leon No. Laura Stewart. Logan Swanger. Savannah Coleman. Andrew Thomas. John Carlos Dominguez. Catherine Reese. Imani Jackson. Sydney Coretti. William Doick. Vivian Burdett. Hao Zhang. Saravi Mandal. Ananyi Chakrabarti. Garrett Mitchum. J.D. Velasquez Miguel. Ishante Wade. Chase Inglet. Victoria Sahar. Nellie McKinney. Sarah Hooks. Megan Hobbs. Olivia Hansen. Hannah Shed. Natasha Nichols. Hunter Beiersdorfer. Stephen Hutto. Elliot Brown. Samantha Sandlin. Autumn Woodard. Lauren Jackson. Tamisha Ziegler. Colton Jordan. Ithaca Halder. Sarah DeJean. Sydney Danes McGahee. Jasmine Brown. Kiamber Driscoll. Mohit Patel. Isabella Santana. Iana Thomas. David Hansen. Alyssa Huff. Dhruv Atri. Latia Banks. Malik Harvey. Bria Ellerby. Yvonne Florentino. Candace Memory. Danielle Keeling. Broderick Jenkins. Latoya Lewis. Tanner Swords. Evan Crystal. Kiara Gomez Suevis. Arsheen Kujikar. Kilani Hatfield. Jermaine Walker. Chelsea Apia. Queen Tran. Kathy Tran. Sandhya Vikram. Rohan Baga. Mehul Mira. Udochukwu Amanamba. Jojo Apia. Mustafa Farouk. Renee Ray. Krista Battle. Zachary Marana. Constance Burke. Om Sekhawker. Caleb Jensen. Kitterson Jester.
All right, well, today's graduates, I'm going to ask you to join me in 3 actions. I promise they'll be fairly brief. The first is, I wish you would please join me in thanking your family, friends, and others who have joined you here today. Secondly, I was hoping you could join me in those nursing students who had to wait just a little bit longer today and were worried that perhaps they weren't going to graduate after all. Let's give them a round of applause as well. And third and final, I would ask that all today's candidates for graduation please rise. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for doctoral, master's, and bachelor's degrees. They have completed all the requirements and have been recommended by the faculty for graduation.
By the authority of the state of Georgia, vested in the Board of Regents and by them delegated to me, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Keenan and Cadet Chase Inglet, please come forward to conduct the Army Officer's Oath of Office. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we are honoring the achievements of 6 Augusta University students who earlier this morning commissioned as officers in the United States Army. Cadet Inglet stands as a representative of the outstanding students who completed the ROTC program at Augusta University. He will now take the oath of office to begin his career as an Army officer.
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Army, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations, Lieutenant. Yes, sir.
Please join us one more time in a round of applause for Cadet Inglet and all the other students who completed the rigorous ROTC training and curriculum. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Augusta University, I congratulate each of you for successfully completing this phase of your education. We are proud to send you out into the world as a graduate of Augusta University. Our University Alumni Association President, Mr. Rich Rogers, will now welcome you.
Thank you, President Keel. Good afternoon, graduates, family members, friends, and special guests. It's wonderful to be here with you to celebrate this very important day in our graduates' lives. And I can't help but think that the clouds and rain parted just in time to remind us that this is a new beginning for you, and you all have persevered through these difficult few months that we've had. But as a graduate of this university, it is my honor to bring greetings to you on behalf of the Alumni Association. And you will notice some graduates wearing blue and red intertwined cords. These cords represent our legacy families who have multi-generational graduates of Augusta University. As you walked across the stage today, you became a member of this great association. You joined a group of more than 50,000 individuals that are scattered across the globe, making an impact in our world. Please don't view today as an end to your relationship with this university. After all, the true definition of the word commencement is beginning. I encourage you to stay involved with your alma mater as I have. In speaking from personal experience, our Alumni Association is a great way to see old friends, make new ones, and help stay connected to the university. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you. Now will all of the graduates from the class of 2021 please stand. As a symbol of your graduation and transition to alumni status, you may now move your tassel from your right to your left, signifying the completion of your degree. Congratulations once again, Mr. President.
Thank you, Rich, and congratulations to each of you graduates. As we close the ceremony, we will continue our commencement tradition, the ringing of the Arsenal Bell. In the history of our university, the sound of bells have been used to recognize the beginning and endings of your academic experience. Today, we ring the bell 3 times to celebrate and recognize our newest graduates, our past, our present, and your future as alumni of Augusta University. Congratulations, thank you, and go Jags!